Hey, I'm not gonna forget to start streaming Twitch now. Alright, live on Twitch too. I'm just gonna work on some shit for the meantime. Hit me with some requests in the chat. Y'all know how it goes. The requests come for a little bit. Do those till 8:20, 8:30. Then we kick off the critique. But I was just working on the sample, so I'm gonna keep working on the sample. Also, To Pimp a Buffalo's out now. Track list somewhere. That's Joel and Black Hills on that. What do y'all think about that new theme song? I had one person say they like the old one more. Old one's fine, but it's not the greatest. I feel like I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna keep going through some until I find one that I think this one is an improvement in some areas and not as good in others, but this is Michael Urbaniak, A Day in the Park. Yeah, I think it's hard to separate being used to the old one and then listening to the new one. I see you in the Twitch chat, New Slays. What's up? Oh, Bromar, I was already feeling that. Hit me with a couple requests to switch to after this. I might knock out one or two requests before we get to the critique, depending on how the numbers go. I'm gonna keep working on this a little bit. That's dope, Anthony. Hope you find some inspiration. Power FLP is up, actually. 32 keys. I gotta hit that with a little bass. Turn your subwoofers on. Go for it, Rip and Zach. Send them whenever you got. Let's see if this goes. I'm in Austin, Anthony. Yeah, I sort of fucked up that second note. I'm just gonna leave the root in there. Alright. That was cool. Let's see what we got. Request wise, Ninth Wonder. Cream's gone already. Did it get blocked again? They fucking blocked it and I disputed it. No? No, Cream's good. Alright. Request-wise. Hell, we almost got enough people to kick off the critique. I'll give it another few minutes. These numbers are solid. Shout out to everyone who's been here for the first time live. Is Cream is open? Is Cream gone? It looks like it's there to me. Even in incognito. I know they're trying to block it. Oh yeah, usually until the critiques start, I do some remake requests. We'll just work on shit. About to kick off the critique, you know, going through the tracks people send in. For Garrett, there's a link in the description. Steve Jones, do I get paid to stream? make any money on the streams. Very little on ads. A little bit from subscribers. Let's see. 34 people at 8:15. Okay. I'm into that. Twitch, what are the viewer numbers over there at? Let me know. I have the chat open, but I don't have the window. Shit, what was I gonna do? No, J shit gets its stuff muted. Maybe I did fuck up that first baseline. Let me look. No, I got that. Well, right. So they immediately removed it, and I disputed it and got it back up for the meantime. I've disputed stuff before on educational grounds because that does fall under the fair use as long as you're adding analysis. Using it for education or critique, you're good. And especially since it's not their original recording anyway, it should be good. I haven't disputed any J shit yet though. Maybe I'll start having to so I can do some J tracks. Alright, Slippin' by Ninth Wonder. I'm always into some Ninth. I'll give that a little go. Actually, shit, I got a lot of the critiques. Might as well kick those critiques off. Honestly, there's quite a few in there. Someone submitted like 10 times in a row, all different ones. So if you're here, where is that? Where'd all those go? FC The Truth. I'm only playing one of those, so you can tell me which one to play, but well, no, yeah, you submitted. Okay, some of them are the same, some of them are different. If you submitted more than one thing, I will be playing only one at a time because we got a lot. So Milano, which one do you want me to start with? Oh, they're both the same. They're both cycles. All right. We're going to be starting with some Milano Supreme. You can follow along on the website. Refresh the queue to stay up to date. Whatever's at the top is up next. If you got an ad blocker on, you could maybe add me to the whitelist. If you see that little message, do me a favor. Now, if you submit it to, it's fine. I'm just only going to... You can just tell me which one to play out of the ones you submitted. And then I'm going to mark them as done. You can resubmit whatever, but if there's a bunch together, I'll just want to pick one. But, alright, so we're starting off. Milano Supreme with Cycles. Let's hear how it goes. Pentelium, sometimes it does go that way. Usually there's some hot shit though. Good start. I'm liking the sample. Oh! Good start. Clipped a little bit, but I think it worked, honestly. It's not egregious. Up there. I'll keep my mumble rapping to a minimum. Okay. Damn. Good way to let the sample ride. That's pretty solid. I'm into that. You could add a little more variety in that middle section. Some mutes, some like piano in there. That sort of shit. That's dope though. I'm into that. Good start. Shout out to Milano for that. You can go follow him on SoundCloud right there on the stream. On the screen. Fettuccine Capone, you're saying you couldn't find the stream on YouTube? It should be there somewhere. Damn, Miliano, that was tight. I heard a little bit of clipping in there. Might have been intentional. Give it a little. It wasn't too much to where it was a problem. But also see if you can get it to sound as loud without clipping. Compare the two. It was just certain things. It gave it an energy that was okay. But, yeah. To run with no variety for that long could be an issue. But if someone was rapping on it, it'd probably be okay. But if you did some, like, filter sweeps and shit. That was tight. Just more variety. Alright, now we got Nugget 23, Offbeat Ninja. He submitted 2. I'm going to play the second one. Let's see what he's got.
Here comes a new challenger.
Uh-oh. Okay. Sample's a little quiet. The drums are dope though. I would turn that sample up, but those drums really knock. I mean, you know what the fuck you're doing. As it's very obvious. Yeah, I just can't hear the sample. It's my only, like, critique. Had some solid variety in there. I mean, that was like some To Pimp a Butterfly shit. Like, that was dope. Just turn that sample up, is all I say. Yeah. Starting off with 2 hot tracks. That was Offbeat Ninja. Next up, we got the one, the only DBC on the beat. A little quiet. I know he likes his headroom. Let's see where this goes. Did I play this last week? Sounds very familiar. Or like someone sampled something else by this girl. Not a huge fan of the timpani. I'm liking the like stop. The stop effect is tight. Not digging the timpani. I'm liking that percussion. Solid low end with that 808. That reverb might be a hair too much, but it's hard to say. Oh, that. This is almost like super. Like this is almost like a beat Kid Ink would be on, but it's still dope. It's got those poppy influences, but it's tight. But also at the same time, girls singing like that. Aren't we tired of it? I swear, like every girl on the planet, every female vocalist on the planet, with like minimal to no effort, can make their voice sound like that indie goddess type shit. So to build a whole beat around that, depending on how you feel about that sound, could be a problem, but that's actually pretty damn solid. Stream buffering. If YouTube fucks up, refresh. It looks like it happened to a lot of y'all for once. That's weird. If YouTube gives you too many problems, go to Twitch, which does not seem to have these problems. Damn, everyone's shit's messing up. Alright. Alright. Usually it's just one person and you just gotta refresh it. I don't know what happened. Everything's good over here as far as I can tell. I got a solid connection. Everything's solid. Alright. That beat was DBC on the beat. He's usually in the chat on YouTube. I don't know what his SoundCloud is at the moment. That was not on SoundCloud, so I don't have the link handy. But that was tight though. Alright, next up we got Zen Red. Zen Red Rhodes instrumental. Let's see what he's got. Hope it's about roads. You know, like that shit you drive on? Like the cars go on and shit? That would be tight. Alright, Zen Red. Those notes that are being sustained are a little nasty. Okay, that like guitar shit's tight. The drums are a little too much. Sounds like I can't even think of what it's making me think of at the moment, but they have that quality about them that's a little like overdone. Yeah, you got some of the sustained notes in there that are fucking up the other chords. The guitar is the best part by far. The Rhodes is a bit too loud. The drums, they made me think of that like Linkin Park song from The Matrix. Is what they made me think of. And like the karaoke version of Linkin Park Matrix soundtrack. Which I'm not super into. They just sound a little, I don't know. They're just like a little too intense in the wrong way. But The guitar is way doper than the Rhodes, honestly. Watch your pedal on the chords if you're playing pedal on a keyboard or if you're like playing with sustain and shit. I gotta turn on some lights real quick. Because some of those chords were getting nasty with those sustained notes. But that guitar was tight. Guitar was my favorite part. And then I would rank the drums slightly above the Rhodes. Still wasn't a huge fan of those. But alright. That was Zen Red. Shout out to Zen Red. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta turn the lights on. If you just got here, check out this beat I made earlier. I'm gonna stand up for like 10 seconds. Next up, we got K-Tellis. I think he's usually got some hot shit. Let's see. Yeah, if you just got here, the critique queue will be updated if you refresh. Whatever's at the top is what I'm about to do. But this is going to be K-Tellis 222. The MP3 he sent in.
But anyway, what are we going to do now?
Uh-oh. I always fuck with when you find the, like, middle, when you bust shit out into the triplets and you, like, flip the meter. I always like that. So I like that on principle. Having that like triplet be your main thing. But drum sounds aren't that great. I think if you pick some more unique drums instead of going for this type of shit, it might work out better with the piano. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna do that. I don't know if you're listening. Yeah, I think those drums are a little too generic for this, in my opinion. And especially to let it go the whole time is a bit much. So it's pretty tight. I did like that like high synth. I would change the drum sounds. Maybe go for some grittier vinyl shit. Yeah, Sinful in the YouTube chat. I totally agree. That Cha-Cha song is tight. I'm super into that song. It's stuck in my head all the damn time. Alright, that was K-Tellis. I think he shows up usually. That's tight though. Alright, here's another MP3 submission, no SoundCloud. This is Cooper Lee. Cooper Lee with his track Nightcrawler, though. Let's hear it.
The group will go around you, you can shoot away.
Alright.
Were you taking pictures?
Oh, but I've got to pose you.
It's candid.
New Slaves. New Slaves did not like the flute.
Between takes in a recording session, a photographer takes pictures for the jacket of this record. This is speech. Simple conversation is unrehearsed, usually unprepared. But there is always a purpose to speech.
Okay. The detune, the chorus on that synth is a little goofy. The unison, whatever you got going. And like the filter resonance being so high is a little goofy. The sample's pretty solid. I think I'm liking the bass line. It's a little quiet, makes it a little quiet. But I mean, that's good. I'm assuming you didn't like master it. That high note on the bass line's a little off. But I think the low note's good, which is weird because it's octaves. But then the low note might be off. It's hard to tell with the low notes. I always go up octave to check. So if those are true octaves, that's got to go up a step, up a half step. I mean, the hi-hat's a little. I like the finger cymbals. I'm always into the finger cymbals. I think the drums could hit a lot harder. New slaves in the Twitch chat thinks they need fixing. I would agree with that. They could be a lot fuller. They're a little flat. They're a little hollow-ish. They're just a little empty, cardboardy. With the right drums that had the right textures, the right tonalities, that could probably work out pretty well. The sample's a good foundation. Finger cymbals are tight. I'd mess with that synth patch, get it less whiny, maybe a little less slidey. But yeah, thanks for sending that in. All right, we're back to SoundCloud now, so I'll have a SoundCloud link for you. This is gonna be JJ Infamous. Uh-oh, this is a very specific type of beat. This is MF Doom featuring Earl Sweatshirt type beat. So it's a type beat of a song that doesn't exist. Let's hear it. Reverb on the snare is a bit much. I think the sample, so when you listen to the sample, it definitely makes you think of what you're thinking about with the Doom and like the Earl, because I mean he just used a bunch of Doom beats and he uses a similar aesthetic production. But these drums, the drums are what's really taking it away from that direction, like you might want it to be. Oh, I didn't even put the. This is not Zen. The drums definitely take it away from that. If you had like a drum break chopped up, these are too clean. There's a lot of reverb. There need to be some like dusty ass, grimy drums off a dusty record. Just dusty drum breaks chopped up. Those drums are just too clean to be MF Doom, I would say, and it's a little too put together to be what you're going for. The chops are pretty. I mean, the chops are pretty solid. To go on for 4 minutes. Let me see if there's a B section. Okay, there's not. You definitely need to switch it up somehow. That's not a loop I would want to hear for that long. But I would scrap those drums. I say scrap, just mute them. Add some more drums from chopping like a dusty drum break. I got a ton of drum breaks on my site on the free section. You can check out. Chop some of those up. Don't just like loop one. I mean, if it sounds good, you can loop one, but chop one up and play with it that way. See how it turns out. But that was JJ Infamous. Thank you for submitting that. Next up, we got SB 2011. Let's see what he's got for us. Skeppy.
Oh,
Oh boy. Alright, so these drums are super off tempo. This type of beat you could quantize straight to the grid with no problems. The sample like could work in the right hands. But with those drums, it's pretty corny. If you quantize all that, it would be a huge improvement right away, instantly, with the click of a button. The drum sounds were pretty weak. SB, you're usually in the chat. Where are you? Yeah, right now. So, Kingdom Fire Guy says it's not weird enough to work. I would agree with that. It's like, super elementary at the moment. You've got that bass line just going the whole time very quietly in the bottom, which it's not, just have it drone the whole time is a bit much. And like the chops, it's like a little goofy. Smelling burnt toast type beat. Damn. Skeppy. I do want to know what the word skeppy means. I would start by swapping out the drums on that and then quantizing and see where that takes you. But that's SB 2011. Thank you. Hopefully you'll turn up again. You're usually in the chat. All right. Next up, we got Garrett. He submitted a lot. Let's see if he's got some good shit this week. You never know. You never know with anybody. All right. Lentra. Let's see what he's got. The samples from Traverse Town in Kingdom Hearts. Can't confirm it. Not really, but it sounds like it. This one's like a little too close to being just straight like triplets. It's that far off the grid. See, because the drum sounds are pretty solid, but the pattern is a little too lazed out. Like it's super far behind the beat. Especially for such a slow-ass sample. You really want the drums to add a little more pizzazz than that. You want it to really work. You want it to fill in all the gaps that slow ass sample leaves, instead of just sort of make it super sluggish. All right. Thank you, Lentra, Garrett. I haven't seen you in the chat in a while, I don't think. Where you been? Where you at? All right. Next up, we got Rap Cities. Whatever that means. Let's hear what he's got. Oh. The main tag on SoundCloud is just #bad. Really not feeling the reverb on that snare. That bass is like super boomy. It's just fucking my shit up. It's like there's chorus on it. Did you put chorus on this bass drum? The bass is just making my body resonate. It's way too boomy. There's a lot of reverb on there that doesn't need to be on there. Sample's pretty tight. Apparently that's from some Zelda shit. The first like 10 seconds I was like, okay. But the direction you went, not the biggest fan of. It was crazy slow. Drum sounds were a bit much. Too much reverb. The bass was out of control in a very ungood way. I'll just swap out those drum samples. Well, no, I would do more than that because it's super slow. Really, I don't see any point to making a track. I think beats like that are pretty played out, if you ask me. But thanks for submitting. All right, that was Frogman or Rap Cities, whatever his name is. Some of y'all got so many different names. Who could ever possibly know what they are? Next up, we got Pearland James or JRocket. Is this just a remix of Take On Me? We'll find out. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need... Y'all know what I need for this, right? Oh boy. Damn. Well, at first, this part, like that part, the vocal sample. Oh my god. I mean, I know that's the song you're trying to do. Oh. Damn. Like a fever dream, Tex-Mex. Okay. Damn. That synth you were like replaying the line with is that's just too much for me. Just the all those noises. I just can't even handle it. I'm sorry. I couldn't handle the rest. So when you hit me with the Morton Harkett warm-up noises, you get the bomb. Why I know the lead singer of Aha, I couldn't tell you. I just like that name a lot, Morton Harkett. All right. Next up, we got Moritz. Moritz. All right. Let's track bells. It's got bells. He wasn't lying. This is for my... Oh. Oh. How's this gonna come in? Oh shit. This is like the soundtrack to Temple Run Tomorrowland, the movie, the game edition for iPad 2. This is not where I expected those drums to go at all. Jesus. Damn. That actually could have been super tight if it had come in like crazy hard. As much as I'm not into like the trap shit. Real trap shit. Had it gone that direction, it probably could have worked. Instead, that was like... That's like the music you hear, you know, when you go to the arcade and there's that game from 1998 that costs $8 to play, and you put like a helmet on your head, and then you're like a tank, and you gotta like turn around and you're going, doo, 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 and you can only play for about 90 seconds before you have to put in another $8. That's the music that plays when you beat that game. So I don't know if that's a great place to be. The feel on those drums was like, I don't know. Could have been tight. But thank you for sending in. Always, even if I totally trash your shit, always keep sending shit in. Alright. Damn. That totally did not go where I thought it was going to go. Alright, next up. We got Lope Jr Noir on SoundCloud. Do I like Animal Collective? I haven't really listened to them. Alright. See what you got. It's called Hunger. Second set that came in is not giving me good hope. Desperado, yeah, I did. Coded it all. That synth with the chords one of those doesn't work. I love when people reference the hosts of those beat battles. Empty your wallet. There's a million layers going on here. Well, alright, let me hear what this little change up is. So a lot of those synth sounds are ass. No way around that. And especially to layers so many of them being as ass as they are, ass on ass on ass, it's not a good combination. But I mean, I would just swap out some of those sounds. But there's also too much going on for a lot of that. Like, if you look at your waveform here, you can sort of tell. I mean, it's SoundCloud, it's always hard to tell anyway. But the drums were very quiet, partially because of the mixing, partially because the samples were pretty whack. The drum samples were pretty whack. They couldn't cut through nearly as much as they needed to do anything. I just didn't hear them all the time. I heard like 8 layers of synths playing shit. Some of them, there's that one that had the thirds. Sometimes it works, but there's a note in there where it was the wrong note. It sounded gross. There's just a lot of stuff clashing. I would cut down a lot of that. Get some drums get some drums that you can solo, and then be like, this shit's still hot even when it's just the drums. And then, yeah, you got to cut that down a little bit. There were some dope sounds in there. You had some like weird sample coming in. That was some reverse vocals or something. That was cool. But the drum samples, play with the synth sounds. That's where I would go with that. Thank you, JR. Thanks for sending that in. Oh, this next one's got it's called Stevie Wonder sample from Jolt. This is the MP3. Jolt, not Joel, excuse me. So there's no SoundCloud for this one.
Who's a nightmare?
This is a Stevie Wonder
This
sample?
is the dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
Wow. So those are like out of key from one another. Alright. That didn't play long enough for me to really understand what's going on, but I don't really want to play it again. Somehow, despite presumably being from the sample, from the same sample, they're like out of key compared to one another. I don't understand exactly how that works. The scratch sample to loop the whole time, really not into, especially because I know you didn't scratch that because it's the exact same a million times, and it's complicated scratching. Although I've called people out on using their like Reason scratch loops before, and they're like, actually I scratched that, and then I feel like a huge asshole because then I just said, yo, I mean, it's sort of a compliment. Like, hey, these scratches sound like the shit they would give out for people to use when they can't scratch and they want something that sounds like scratching. And at the same time, by saying that sounds like the default scratch, it's like, yo, this shit sort of sucks. So, not into the scratches. I heard some bass in there. I don't know. The biggest thing was the off-key stuff really messing with my perception of anything. I couldn't really focus on anything else. Let me turn up the light a little bit. Alright. On my webcam. Alright, but thank you. That was... The scratching just didn't go with the piano, period. And then being out of key with itself was confusing to me, so... Anthony is asking, how do you hear that shit? How do your ears hear that shit? Being like, hearing pitch stuff? That's a good question. You probably, I don't know if it comes from playing instruments or what, but it can't hurt to like play keyboards or whatever you play that's like a melodic instrument. Always helps that. Training sites you can do, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for sending in, though. Next up, we got Pharaoh. With his track Rio Soul. Let's hear it.
The one and only, one and only.
Uh-oh, there better not be acapella.
You're going up against a nigga with a whole lot of soul, partner. The show shock can rock your soul when I flow, partner. The Don Dada Marauder, knocking the globe out of line. And when I rhyme, it's soul shining like I'm gold mine.
Oh, shit. I didn't even mean to close it. For once. But at the same time, there we go. There's some instrumental.
The showstopper. Rock spots and flow proper. No album might have fat beats, but still know how to
FY, if you're sending shit in, don't throw acapellas on it. I'm trying to hear the beat. The slight instrumental section on here. Because this is dope. I can't fucking hear it properly. I think you could layer in something with that bass line and get a little extra mileage out of that, even if you just mirrored what's in it originally. Because the way it is right now in the sample, it never really hits. It just sort of, the way the sample's processed and the way the EQ's hidden it, whatever it is, the spectrum where the bass is lying, it's sort of coming in and out. Like, there's a couple notes where it sort of hits and it resonates slightly. But if you like layer that in with something like a saturated sub bass or some like Moog something, that could be pretty tight. I mean, it's tight already. Just a little more low end would be cool. And if I could hear the fucking thing instrumental, is that too much to ask? Just a FYI. You know what happens when you send in something with just acapella all over it and I can't hear the beat? Pharaoh lucked out. There was a little section, but you get the bomb. Hakeem knows. I bombed Hakeem. He's seen it happen. Alright. Next up, we got Housing Camp up in MA. Oh boy.
Beef hearts dissipate.
Is that Obama?
Beef hearts dissipate. Oh, I'm brighter than the.
Thank you very much.
I am my brother's keeper. Out of many, one. I am my brother's keeper. Anything goes.
So those
I am my brother's keeper.
are super corny. What are you saying? Check my email, Technodog? I'll check it.
I am my brother's keeper. One people.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Stand here knowing.
Alright. All those vocal samples are a bit much for me. Guaranteed. Pretty much every sound in that was like super stock. And you know, not, I mean, that's rare. That's not ever really a good thing. Not that stock sounds can't ever be used and they sound good, but in this case, nothing was really that great, in my opinion. Those vocal samples really got to go. Couldn't deal with those at all. And I mean, that was just one of those super robotic, where everything is like super quantized. There's just no energy. It's a pretty lifeless beat. So I would experiment with finding better drum sounds, finding better synth sounds, and trying to play around with how you could put some energy into your tracks with the drum programming or the samples, all that sort of shit. JR Noir is asking synth suggestions. You know, I'm really not that great with synths. I mean, I know how to program synths, but I don't use them that much. But I do like I got Massive for free with Machine, and like I use FM8, and I use what's the other one? I use some of the other stuff that Native Instruments has with Reactor, like Monarch and Razor have some cool shit in them. I haven't used Omnisphere yet. I don't know. I've used Silence before. Like synths, a lot of synths sound really corny, and then you can make them sound really good. Like I know it's easy just to preset hop, but really that's not a good way to know if a synth can sound good, because a lot of those presets are made to like do outlandish shit, just to like showcase technical aspects of the synth. So they never really like sound good for stuff. Yeah. So if anyone else, I see people are talking about synths. So read both the chats for more information on that. I don't get to use too much. Whenever I do like a full synth beat, it's always pretty fucking corny. So if you just have one or two that you really know, you'll be better off. But picking which one to really know is the thing. Next up, we got Dom, Amsterdam. The work in progress. Let's hear it. I think I pretty much know exactly what your style is, Dom. These samples you're going for, like summery 70s, organs and shit. Like, I think I'm into the drums. Alright, like, that works pretty well. But at the same time, it's sort of like a niche that when you get into, you end up making a lot of beats like that. That had that sort of feel. Where, like, they're pretty simple. They're just like a loop you find. That's, it's got those kind of, like, major chord changes. The band at like a dentist's retirement party would play if it was on the beach, and loop that, and you add like some drums. You're like, okay, and you add a little bass, and then you end up doing that a lot. And it's easy to fall into that trap and make a bunch of beats that sound like that, and it's like beats that no one would really rap on. One, beats that are sort of cool to listen to, but at the same time you've heard a million times. And so Dom, I know you made a beat like this last week. Switch it up a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Because like there wasn't anything like bad about it. It was just lacking some things. I didn't hear a ton of like extra bass line. It was just very simplistic, like some people were saying in the chat. But thanks for sending it. Keep sending shit in. Why aren't you in the chat today? I usually see you around here. Alright, Dom. Next up, we got FC The Truth. Let's hear what this is.
We have got way to get in. 31. Down. Listen.
The intro is out of control. Levi's and Chucks, Ryan Leslie's so tight. He just needs to rap less. This is a little squashed, like over compressed dynamics wise. That sample's tight though, with that little run. I know you're digging the filter sweeps. The drums are like a little washy, like a little messy. Like it's a dope break, but it's a little over compressed right now. If you brought it down a little bit and layered some shit on top of it. The drums were my main issue with that. Sample was solid, but the drums didn't have any punch. They were very much squashed way too hard. And the filtering went out of control. Oh yeah, that's the only FC. Oh yeah, the next 8 million are FC The Truth. Let me go ahead and mark all these as done. FC The Truth. Only submit one at a time, or like two, but I'm not. And then I'll pick one. But thanks for sending in, even though you sent in so many. It's still tight because that one was tight. Alright. That's dope. Well, no, not so much Anthony. I don't think it was so much that when he was like super dropping, hitting the low pass super hard, I don't think that was the issue. But there were like a ton of like just super over the top sweeps that were a bit much. Not everything else. Thanks. That was tight, FC. I'm not going to play the rest of those. They're already marked as done. But oh, there's another one I missed. Alright, next up we got Ty Drums. Let's see what he's got for us. Yeah, I see you, Falcorex. Ellie Goulding sample, okay. Techno Dog, you're trying to skip the queue. Send me shit in my email. I'm not just gonna play yours. Even though you've been in so many streams. I got so many. If the queue was almost empty, I would do it. Yeah, I guess it does take a minute to refresh when you submit. I see a bunch of duplicates. My bad. I'll work on that. Yeah, in the description you can check and see that yours is in the list. That's the same list I use. This sample's like sorta cool. At the same time, it's a little over the top. Yeah, the drums are pretty low key. A little too low key almost. Was a little repetitive. It could have just been, yeah, Desperado. I sort of see what you're saying. Like, he wasn't saying like rapping over or sampling some shit that came out like this year or last year is bad on its own. But it is, well, I wouldn't say it's easier, but sampling like new tracks can go wrong super quick. And it can be sort of corny. Like this like was very repetitive. The vocal samples like super fast a lot of the time. I would bring out some of those drums more, some of them a little less reverb. Bryant Bonner says the entire beat sounds like an intro. I would agree with that. I feel says I feel like he knows what he's doing, but he just needs a different sample. I could agree with that too, because the sample like is dope, but at the same time, it's also causing some problems. Milano does not understand it. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what it's like. I mean, I don't think it's trying to be like a beat. It's just trying. I mean, the tag on SoundCloud is down tempo, so I think it's just trying to be something dancey, sort of. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Uh-oh. D's Naps is up. Big ears. Damn, there's a lot in this queue. I'm not going to get to all these. Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to cut it. I'm cutting it soon. Next up, Big Ears. D's Naps in the YouTube chat. Let's hear what he's got. Uh-oh, the robbery. chops, I'm way more into that progression I was feeling. Solid bass line for a second. That little run was cool. So the drums aren't like super lacking in this. I think if you layered in the right drum break on top of that, instead of, I heard that like Jet Life, whatever that synth down sound effect is. If you layered in the right drum break on top of that, that had some like good live hi-hat action with like the, I'm not gonna beatbox, I can't beatbox, but the right drum break on that could be super tight. Like if you layered in. I don't have one offhand. The one I'm thinking of anyway. The samples were all pretty solid. If you went more organic on the drums, more dusty for your drum sounds, I'd be super into that. Pretty solid. That was D-Snaps in the YouTube chat. Big Ears on SoundCloud. I'm pretty sure the first thing you sent in was like super shitty. So I'm glad to hear some like dope stuff coming up. I might be thinking of someone else, but I'm pretty sure it was you. So props for submitting some dope stuff since then. All right. Next up, we got Diggs Beats. And don't sweat it if you submitted some duplicates this time. I know there's sort of a delay depending on a number of things. But yeah, so that's fine. But just don't submit like 8 different tracks. So just give it, when you submit, just give it a minute before you check your submissions thing. I try to add a delay or have it refresh automatically when it's actually ready, if I can figure that out. I need to up my Ajax game. I'm slacking. All right. So this is Diggs Beats. Let's hear what he's got. They Ready. Name of the track. Uh-oh. Ah. Fuck what you're saying, I got it, I know it. Those chords are like super, at least it's not on a horn or choir, but that chord change is like super played out ever since Lex Luger did it on 12 songs in like 8 months. The drums are pretty fucking nice mixing wise. I think you got a little, you could bring the low, that 808 up just a little bit, even if the bass line isn't that great note-wise. I think you can find some better notes. And I think you got a little bit more room to bring it up. Eiffel Life. What's the name? Eiffel. And Twitch thinks she needs new synths. I think you can mess with some of those presets, definitely. Josh Houston says it's good for being generic. That's a good way to put it. Like whatever you're going for, you are executing on a pretty high-ass level. Yeah. Pretty dope. Alright, that was Diggs Beats. Yeah, mixing was super on point with the drums. Killed the mix, that's for sure. I think you could bring out the bass a little bit more. And some people in the chat are saying maybe you could mess with your synths a little bit more. Get some other shit. So just some different synths on there, I guess. Hey, yes. Needs more hay, the drummer kid says. Yeah, you could throw the mustard haze on there if you wanted, if you really wanted. All right, that was Diggs Beats. Next up, we got Olympus Mons. This name ever since I saw it last week, has given me pause, I would say. I don't know what it means, but what does any name mean? Really, right? Whoever knows. All right. Am I gonna play? You submitted 2 beats. Am I gonna play the first one or the second one? Heads or tails? Well, the first beat. Let's see. Oh, it's tails. All right, we're playing the first beat. So this is his first beat that he submitted. Let's take a listen. Pastimes, this will be on demand later. You'll be able to watch it tagged on the website with all the tracks and shit. So don't fret. The drum samples. Alright. There's a couple things going on here. The strings, I'm not super feeling at all. The organ sort of worked. If you were gonna flip this into like a, I don't know why it's the catch-all for like upbeat, sort of corny sounds, but this is gonna be like a Christian rap song. That's sort of the direction it made me think you were going. What did you produce this in? It sounds like the drums, you have them running through some like distortion saturator thing. It's a bit much, but the samples aren't that great to begin with. So yeah, all the synth parts don't exactly go together all the way. You got to work on getting complementary shit going on with your melodies. Swap out some drum samples. I remember this is what my drums would sound like when I used Reason, and I would run them through I would run them all through the Scream 4 distortion, or like one of the compressors or some shit. I don't know. So the drums are a little muddy right now, but also the samples aren't that great to begin with, like I said. So I would work on, you have all those layers going on, make sure they actually go together, melodically speaking. It was getting a little cluttered, too cluttered for me. But thank you for sending in. That was Game Sound. Olympus Mons. That name, I don't know. And it makes me stop and think, and I couldn't fucking tell you why. All right. Next up. By the way, if you're just submitting beats, I'm probably not going to get to them today. I might have to clear out some of this queue and start again. I do need to add for next week, if you're a member on the site where you can download the projects, if you're a subscriber, you'll jump to the top of the list whenever you submit. I need to go ahead and code that in so that happens. So that'll be a perk. But next up, we got Cold Blood Beats. Hotel Sorry. What the fuck is this gonna be? If this sample's Hotel California, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's very quiet. There we go. How long is this gonna tease? No, that snare has some issue with it that I'm not super liking. I like what you're doing with all the atmospheric shit. I don't know if there's a reverb on the snare that I'm not into. Ah. It is super slow, but it's working. When everything comes together, the bass is pretty crazy. There's a lot of dead space in there, which, if this was like a song, I mean, it would work because someone would be rapping or singing or whatever the fuck. But got this reverse section. Bring it back now. I'm trying to get it. Never got it, but you know that I'm about to get it. See me walking on the moon. Okay, pretty solid. Had like a lot of downtime, but I mean, if it was, it had peaks and valleys and shit. So like if someone's actually gonna rap on that, it's pretty much set up for it. That's Cold Blood Beats. No SoundCloud at the moment. I just sent in an MP3. Yeah, Arizona Husky in Twitch says, oh no, that wasn't him. Someone is saying it sounds like the new Drake, the last Drake tape. I agree. No SoundCloud on that. But yeah, there was some reverb on the snare that I wasn't feeling. It was like super, had a lot of high end. It was super washy or something. That was pretty solid. A lot of my complaints were just the fact that there was no like vocals on it. Oh, there you are, Cold Blood Beats. Yeah, thanks. That was tight. You're lucky I didn't rap on the whole thing, like I am known to do sometimes. All right, we got another submitter with 2 beats. Let's flip a coin. Nick V. Van Houten. I don't know what the fuck his name is. All right. First track, second track. Oh shit. First track gonna be heads this time. Oh, it's heads. All right. So this is gonna be the first track from this dude, Nick V22. Oh boy. So this is called Winehouse. I'm assuming this is an Amy Winehouse sample. This is 2 years old. Are you shitting me? Alright, I'm gonna give you another chance. If this other beat isn't okay, 4 months I can deal with. Alright, damn. I give second chances. Make it count. Now these will all be timestamped automatically on the website. It won't be on YouTube. It'll be the YouTube thing embedded, and you'll be able to click and go directly to it. The sample's sort of cool. These drums are super not though. All right. That drum pattern was super whack. Let's just be real about that. The sample's sort of cool. All right, Levi's and Chucks. Let me interrupt from. You are very determined to get your beat played. Also, these numbers change a lot. So refresh and give me a new number. I don't know what your number is. It looks like it's pretty far down there, so I'm gonna just say probably not. But I might bless you. I might skip ahead. I know you've been asking for me to play your shit. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll bless you. Maybe I'll find it in my heart. Those drums, I don't even know what to say about the drums. Besides that there was just nothing in them. I think Mike Dean's official age is old as fuck. If anyone's asking. Pentellium is asking. Alright. Yeah, submit some new shit with some drums that make sense. And not 2 years old. 4 months is like pushing it. I want like 4 days. I want the shit you just made. This is gonna be Sparrow. He submitted 2 tracks. Let's see if we do a first or second this time. Alright, first track's gonna be tails this time. Oh, it's heads. Oh, where's the camera? Oh, it's heads. Alright, so we're gonna play the second track for Sparrow. Sparrow. I think I just marked it a little too late. I just flipped a coin. We're playing the second track for you. Let's hear how this goes. I'm just playing with the Mike D shit. He's old, but that's not like that's not fact. He's been around fucking forever. He knows so much shit, it's insane. He gotta be old as fuck the way he sunned me playing piano on Twitter if y'all didn't see. Only a grown-ass man can play piano like that. Only a grown-ass man can play guitar like that. The sample's way too hot in the mix. The drums are not cutting through at all. Those extra synths I'm not feeling. Oh boy. This is getting super out of hand. None of this extra shit on top of the sample I'm feeling at all. The drums are way too quiet. Sample's way too loud. The extra stuff, I mean, that's a hard sample to find a melody in, to find a key in. I think there is one, if you really tried. But I don't know if, I wouldn't say you found it at all. Yeah, I wasn't feeling any of the extra synths, but I would turn those drums up. Maybe try and sidechain, like the kick or the snare, probably the kick, to that sample with some compression so it can duck out a little bit. There's a lot going on. There's just like a wall of sound. It's hard to decipher precisely what was going on, but thanks for sending in. Yeah, I'm gonna be finishing at 10 on the dot. Not on the, but pretty much 10. So this is gonna be last call. 1, 2. If you're in the chat, and I haven't played your shit yet. Let me know if it's not too far down. I can do it. But then last time I ended up skipping a bunch of people, so I might not skip ahead at all. It might not just be. It might just be how it is. And keep refreshing the page so you can get a new number if you are telling me what number you are, because that number changes. It's just from the top, so as I mark shit done, that number will shift. So give me your new shit. Jeez, you're in the 50s. This is your first one though, so I might. You know what? I got you. It's your first time. Damn. All right. Damn, there's a lot of shit going on in that chat. What have I done? Damn, there's so many people here. 32, bro. All right, I'm just going to go in order then. Damn, there's a lot of people here. It's almost like the people who submit come to the chat. Who fucking knew? All right, next up we got Bateo. Uh-oh, Tasty Jam. When I name something like Tasty Jam or like Hot Groove, then I go back and listen to it later, you know it's terrible. But at the same time, Ronald Jinkies, one of the first people I was like, oh shit, you can make music on a computer? Years ago, he always named shit goofy shit, and it's good. So this might be good, we'll see. Right now it's Bateo, Tasty Jam. So like, what would I say about this? So like, yeah, the volume is super low on that one. This is like, yeah, so if you played that organ, that's cool. If you didn't, then this is just a couple loops thrown together. It's fine to use loops, but when everything is loops, it's not going to be that great. Regina. That's funny. Uncle trying to get you drunk type beat. Okay, damn. Yeah, a lot of people in the chat are saying it sounds awfully preset-y, awfully loop based. So like if that's all loops, I mean it's a way to start learning how to like layer shit, but it is pretty boring. The drums aren't particularly great. It was just like nothing was really very exciting in any way. There was nothing offensive sounding, but there was nothing particularly interesting going on there. But I mean, it's a start. So if there's all loops, that's a start. If you play that organ, that's tight. I think I already covered if you didn't, which means it's loops. But that was Bateo. Thank you for sending in. All right. Does anyone really even know what Bradley Cooper sounds like? I don't fucking know. I gotten that a couple times. I do not know. Okay. Uh-oh, we got Bobby Wood. Bobby Wood always brings the heat. That's Grand Riggedy. I think. I'm right? Grand Riggedy, you're Bobby Wood, right? I think this is you. I never remember. Let's hear what he's got.
I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Moving me. Moving me.
Whenever that snare by itself is a little lackluster. Whenever you had it layered in with some other shit, it was tight. I like that drum feels tight. Smooth as always. I think the drums are a little quiet, honestly. Separate from the sample. I think if you picked, I don't know if that's a function of the mix or the drum samples. But like as it stands right now, there's no connection between the two, sonically speaking. Like the pattern's tight, no. But they're very much just sitting, not even on top of it at this point because they're a little quiet. They're just like, it's like if you put the drums right here and then the sample was coming all around it and then it's just like repelled. It's like not touching. It's like water and some crazy coating. They're not mixing oil and, I guess I could have just said oil and water. Like they're in the same shit, but they're not mixed at all together. They don't come together to make some greater thing. They're just sitting in the same area. Shout out to Bobby Wood, always coming through. Grand Riggedy. Grand Riggedy. Always got some heat. Oh, you're in the IFE. All right. Damn, hell these people are in here. All right. I'm hoping I get to most of y'all. But, this is running out, so we'll see. All right, next up, we got IFE. How do you say this? I see you in the Twitch chat. How do you say your name? I don't know how to say half these names.
Well, tell me. Well, I just couldn't. I couldn't possibly tell you. It's here. Can't you feel it?
LSD is to be administered.
What'd you make this in?
Everything is in color, and I can feel the air.
These drums sound super familiar.
I can see all the molecules.
So I'm super into atmospheric sounds. Although the water's a little much to have for so long. But right now the drums are definitely the weakest link. Because they're like Yamaha keyboard drum kit. Like if you're gonna play like, you ever see that video where the guy's like double bass and he's playing drum set on a keyboard? That's what those drum sounds are like for, in my opinion. When I hear that, that's what I think of. And so the way that these are currently mixed and the way that the samples are, that's all I think of. Like if you chopped up a drum break, got some like dusty shit.
I am one.
Use that as the basis for the drums.
What I am.
Then layered in some other shit. Yeah, the water is definitely too loud at this point. As long as it's going on. But all the synths are super atmospheric and tight.
Trying to tell people what it is.
And the pattern is a little busy. I think if you kept a lot of atmospheric shit on its own level, we'll turn on the water some. But turn on the water, swapped out the drums, let it be like just a more driving open with some dusty ass drums, and you sort of got off the grid with it, threw some sidechain. I think if you sidechain to all that atmospheric shit and got it pumping, that'd be pretty tight. Yeah, all the sounds I'm super into, but the drums are definitely the weakest linked, minus the water being super loud. There's a lot of dope stuff in that for sure. Thanks for submitting Afy Life. All right, everyone, make your impassioned pleas. Refresh and tell me your latest number, and pray on high to me that I will play your shit. I know some of y'all have been loud the whole time. Like Steve Jones, I don't know what your number is now. Oh, you Jackson. All right. Yeah, where's Levi's been? PSP man, I'll play you. All right, Q-Rash it. Yeah, Levi's been going on the whole time. I'm gonna bless him real quick. I'm gonna hit Steve Jones up. Husky, I got you. PSP man, you've been here before. I'm trying to bless the first timers a little bit. All right, Levi. Damn, I'm letting you jump like crazy. Let's hear what you got. Oh boy.
I don't usually rap, but I gotta spit this shit. Come through your crib and I grab up all your hits. Grab up all your hats and I grab up all your socks. Nigga, I push rocks. That's why I need all the socks on the block. Be in the drop top. As 550. They used to call me 50. Cause I ain't have to. No ride. Fuck you and your family, nigga. You ain't with this shit.
Damn, bro. This is breaking a lot of my rules. I let you jump the line. I let you jump 50 places for a track that, 1, has an acapella on it. 2, it was recorded on a laptop by you? I don't know. Did you go to a random like freshman algebra class at the closest high school and get the kid wearing like Pyrex to rap for you? Because that's what it sounds like. 2, this shit is 8 months old. 8 months. You're breaking my heart. To quote Jay-Z when he stabbed that guy in the club. You broke my heart. I mean, the problem is, especially when it's that rap on there, how can I hear how can I even begin to pay attention to the beat? When I got president of the Arizona Sad Boys rapping into his Lenovo IdeaPad, how could I begin to concentrate on anything else in this world when I got that going on in front of me? You let me down. It sounded kind of cool, but when it started, I was like, okay, and then the rap started, and then that was it. That was all I could handle. Oh. I mean, I'm glad I played it, but instrumentals, please. New shit, please. Is that too much to ask? All right. Arizona Husky, I got you. You got 3 tracks. All right. I'm going to flip a coin between the first and the third. I didn't even call it. Hold on. Third is gonna be heads. Oh, we got heads. All right. Arizona Husky. Levi, I hope you stick around and submit some more shit. But instrumentals, please. New shit, please. Because the beat was cool, but I couldn't hear it. You can even submit that beat. Just submit an instrumental, please. And obviously, I don't mean stick around tonight. That would be fucking crazy. Okay. Hey. Levi hit me with shit. Why you gotta do me like that? I'm trying to play shit. Why you gotta do me like that? Why you got the rap on it? The bullshit, bruh. Why you gotta do me like that? No, this is pretty tight. See, this shit's 4 hours old. That's how you do it. I'm gonna get some shit from when Bush was in office. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Arizona Husky, you didn't let me down. I skipped ahead for you. Next up. This is mixed pretty fucking clean. It's not too busy. D-Mac, I know you said you were submitting some joke shit. Alright. Damn. Beat thing. It's cool now. When it was like layered in with the other snare earlier, it was sort of tripping me out. Damn. Arizona Husky, that was clean. That was a mix pretty damn clean. It wasn't too derivative. Techno Dog. Let's see. Stu. Hold on. I had a couple people I said I was gonna do. Hey Bakarik, what's your number? I know you're here from the start. Alright, Steve Jones, I got you. And now we got Steve Jones. Where the fuck is this going? Alright, the drums lost me, I'm gonna be real. I'm straight up confused, I'm gonna be... That was just confusing to me. To be real. It's good to experiment. There were some cool sounds in that. None of the drums I was super into. In this stream, for me, I mean, I always talk about the drums first. So, with that regard, in that regard, The drums were like I don't know. They lost me from the start. But there were some cool samples in there. But in terms of like having a dope groove, that I would be like, okay, like, did that have like rhythms existing? I mean, every beat has rhythms in it. But did that make me like go, okay, nah. No, it's cool y'all were trying some out there shit though. Some of those samples were cool. Like some of those textures were cool. If you focus those into more of like a conventional type beat, I might get it better. And there might be some like more shit gelling. Cause you can't go totally out there. All right. Are you JM, Tahar Cobb? All right. Damn. We got so many. I got to start doing more than one of these a week, don't I? Damn. Christian Zapata says that was like the beat Redman made for Luda. If you haven't seen that video, that's very accurate. Where they make this crazy beat that somehow Ludacris still raps on. I already played you, Pharaoh. I played you long ass time ago. Alright, what is stew you keep saying in the... Oh, there it is. Alright. Hot dogging it. Kill him to pro. Nah, thanks for sending in, Steve. Keep coming around. Submitting shit. Damn. Alright. I gotta do stew. Stew, I got you. See what you got. Well, that ain't right. Yeah, it keeps going. It will change. Y'all gotta refresh. Sounds like a lot of shit I heard, but it's good at the same time. It sounds like a million things. Oh, I like that shit. I got you, bro. Don't sweat it, bro. I was never gonna skip you. I wouldn't dare. These percussion shit is tight that you're doing. That play with your lasagna. That play with lasagna music. Okay. Pretty slick. Sounds like you know what you're doing. Know exactly what you're going for. Like it sounded like a ton of shit that I've heard before. Well, at the same time, you had a couple things going on. Like that percussion, extra percussion was tight. No, don't leave, Levi. I mean, unless you're gonna be like salty about it. But all right, that percussion was tight. Like some of those chant samples are like super played out, but on the whole, that's pretty dope. All right, this is like I need to have like a random button instead of having this list. Maybe that's what I'll do. There can be like a fucking slot machine. All right, Jaden Burton. I got you, dog. Jaden Burton, we're about to play. Jaden, do you have a SoundCloud? Yeah, okay, this is you. Yeah. Now you're right, Mike. Random button wouldn't be a good look. Alright, so that a lot of hella stock sounds, right? Stock ass synths. Stock ass drums. Nothing totally offensive. Wait, you didn't see? I see on the SoundCloud. It's your shit. All right. Yeah, the synths are a little. All right. Yeah, all those sounds are super stock. Granted, this ain't even your beat. At least it's your friend's beat. I think y'all share a SoundCloud. I saw your name on the SoundCloud on some of the tracks. I did check it out because we had a beat jacker last week. Sound game. All right. Oh. Damn. Oh, skipping ahead. What have I done? What have I unearthed? No more skipping. Except for Bromar. No, I know you didn't steal it. I just know we had a stolen ass beat last week. I understand the scenario. That's fine. Alright. I got time for like 2 more. I know I'm gonna let some of y'all down. I'm sorry. But I'll do another one of these on like Sunday. Or maybe Saturday. Probably Sunday. I'll try and catch up. And I won't skip around anymore. I should not have done this shit. Bromore, I got you. If I don't get to yours, please don't feel let down. It's just the numbers. There's so fucking many. You can be let down, but don't be hurt. Is that bass in there from the sample, or did you add that? I would turn it up either way. Pretty solid loop though. The drummer kid said that snare's generic as fuck. The snare could use some work. That I would agree. Out of all the drum sounds, I would rank that one the lowest. Not all the drum sounds in the world, just all the drum sounds in that beat. Good vibes though, that's for sure. I'd bring out that low end a little bit. Although it is a little rhythmically. It's a good pattern. At the same time, it's a little... it sort of wore itself thin by the end of that. Just because there wasn't a ton of, like, energy. Like, it wasn't robotic or anything. It wasn't too far on the grid. Alright. I got time for just a couple more. Alright. I'm never going to skip ahead again. I've unleashed such a beast. Alright, PSP. You've been here before. I think you always have dope shit. So I'll play you. I'll humor you. I know you're super hype. Better be dope though. Super quiet. I like that little sample with the guitar. I'm into some of the drums. I like the open hi-hat shit. It's very quiet at the moment. Rumpelstiltskin said it needs some low end. Some low end would be good for sure. I hear something in there. The whole thing could just be a lot fatter. It's pretty hollow as it stands now. Man, I'm about to have to go get a fucking Frosty. Chocolate Frosty. Oh. My bad. That was Sounds of Infinity. As you can see right here on the screen. Alright. Oh, my bad. Thanks for sending in Infinity. It's good to have repeat. Beginning to recognize these names. That's good. Yeah, that you could just fill that out a lot with some low end, some extra shit. Like that horn. It worked at the same time it didn't. It's a little too synthetic, but I mean, it worked. It worked. He just ignores them. I've been keeping up with the numbers. Sort of. But I've unleashed. Alright. It all started when I jumped ahead to Levi's. Alright, Backerick, I got you. Alright, last two I'm going to do. Backerick. Bambino, I'm sorry. Bambino hurt. Bambino is hurt. Oh no, Desperado. Fuck. Alright, I got a couple more. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Desperado, I got you. You've been patiently waiting. Quietly. I got you. Oh shit. Whoa. Okay, you know that the drums are clipped, you don't know how to fix that. You just gotta turn them down some. Alright. Yeah, so that's clipped as fuck. As you know, you said in the description, you know they're clipped. You just gotta turn them down. That Persian instrument, that could be cool. I would say that was too fast. You turn that shit. Christian saying that sounds like New Slaves. I don't know about that. There's a lot of shit that was offbeat in there. Maybe try some quantizing out. Yeah, clipping, you just gotta turn shit down to where it doesn't clip. Getting it to not clip is the easy part. Getting it to be loud and not clip is the hard part. Alright. I think alright. Thank you, Desperado. Yeah, the melodies, you had some conflicting shit in there. So it can be hard, like especially if you come up with a bunch of shit on its own, different like synth lines and synth melodies. Putting them all together, it gives you some issues. All right. Oh, there's so many. Pharaoh, I already played one of yours today. I'm sorry to say. So I'll probably stream Sunday night at like, I don't know, 6. Sunday night at 6. I'll go ahead and say. I'll go ahead and schedule it right now. I'll do another one. Bambino. Bambino, what's your name? What's the number? I know you were hurt. I'll play yours, Bambino. If you want to be the end, if you want to be the closer. I will play yours. And Levi, just so you know, Joel loves to harass people. A lot of people in this chat love to harass people in the chat. You know, I don't clear the queue, but maybe I fucking should. Alright, I'm playing 2 more. Bambino and Bacharach. And that's it. And I'm gonna figure out how to get this less backed up, because I know about half of these were here before we even started, and then hella people came through, so that's a problem. But this is Bacharach. Bacharach first, and then Bambino after this. Did someone just die? Is that a heart monitor that I hear? Someone just died. Alright, so that drone sound is killing me. Maybe I'm the one who died. Alright, so those drums. Alright. Here's the quick version. Well, not the quick version, but the highlights. So those drum sounds definitely holding you back. One. Those are like the drum kit sounds. If it sounds like a 12-year-old playing the drums on like the digi-drum pad at Walmart, you don't want to start there. That's putting you off in a bad position. You want to get the good drums. All right. 2, that drone the whole time, a bit much for me. We'll say that. But start with the drums, and the drum pattern was very robotic. It's all clicked in. If you have anything that you can play, try playing some shit, leaving it sort of off the grid. Bambino is funny as fuck. All right. Yeah. So having that thing drone the whole time wasn't a good look. Some of the samples were pretty cool though. And the drum pattern I wasn't super feeling, rhythmically speaking. But I'm not mad I played it. All right. Now Bambino. Here we go. Uh-oh, this says Bambino. This has a rapper on it, doesn't it? Oh no. I'm going to play it anyway, just to end it out. It's over. I'm sorry I blow my candle. I don't got time. No. I might actually. I would turn that snare up, that like clap thing. I would start messing with some sound side chaining to get that sample to duck out of the way when you got that kick hitting. Because right now, nothing's cutting through. That like that bass, yeah. So I would just say the drum selection on that. Oh my god. What are y'all doing in the chat? Who are y'all harassing? Regina? I'm so sorry, Regina, that this is happening. That shit's insane. Yeah, so those drums, that bass is like super boomy. If you had like a real tight bass that didn't have so much low end, like a kick, and then you filled out the bass with 808 or like a sub bass that you could have super control over, instead of just having that boom, that super washy low end that comes in. There's just too much sound happening, right, with those samples. You got that boom, you've got that reverb, that one snare super quiet. Yeah, it'll apply. If you're a subscriber, you'll like jump straight to the top, I believe. Not a YouTube subscriber, like Beat Breakdown.net subscriber. I'll test that out. We'll try it out, see how it goes. We'll test it out Sunday. You'll hop right to the top. But I mean, it's just, you only get one, whatever. We'll figure that out. We'll do some trial runs. But if you pick some drums that really cut through, and then if you mess with some side chaining, then they would double cut through because they would bring that sample out of the way for them. There's just a huge wall of sound going on, and there's no room for anything to make any impact. Yeah. I like that sample though. That was pretty tight. Oh shit, I never hit the start button. You were here. Alright. The YouTube chat is out of control. If the YouTube chat is too much for you, you can go to Twitch where it's calm. Everything is much slower pace. None of this mile a minute type shit. Speaking of, we got one more from the Twitch chat. Blow my can. RoboCop, I believe, is your name. Is that you? Are you RoboCop? Y'all are out of control in fucking YouTube. Alright, one more to play. And that's going to be it. I think it's RoboCop. Alright, RoboCop coming up. I got you, blow my candle. This is the last one. That's it. I'm probably going to clear out the queue. We'll start fresh for the next one. Alright. This is RoboCop, Blow My Candle on Twitch. Let's get it. Caffeine's the name of the song. What are these chords? I know these chords. This is so familiar. Do you have any idea what they are? YouTube chat is out of control. There's some dope things going on in this for sure. Like I really like the album art on SoundCloud. Y'all should go look at the album art for this one on SoundCloud. Okay. Alright, so like right now, it's sort of happening where there's the synth parts clashing. Like if you took out that other bass line that you had earlier, this new arpeggiator shit might work better. The drums are all pretty thin. Check out some other drum samples maybe. See how those treat you. Yeah, some of that atmospheric shit was working pretty dope. I'd say work on the drums. With dope drums, you can make pretty much anything work, is the thing. So it's hard to like shit on some random synth. Okay, that's kind of a stretch. There are some synths where it's just like, not good. But the drums, if you left everything else the same, the drums could totally change some shit. But that's gonna be the last one of the night. No more. I gotta clear out the queue. Figure out how to keep. No more skipping. We tried it out. It worked out for some of y'all. But there's too many people now. Usually there'll be like 3 people who are gonna get skipped or something. But it was like everybody. So yeah. So come through, be on the lookout Sunday sometime, probably 6, you know, after I eat some dinner. I'll hop on here. Stream some beats, critique some beats, some type shit, whatever. Yeah, it was a long ass stream. Shout out to all the first timers. Submitted beats for the first time. That's the same thing. Everyone in the chat, both chats. We had a good turnout tonight. We had like 53, 54 people on YouTube. Twitch, I don't know what the max was. I think it was 20 something. Yeah, there might be too many people. I might have to start opening the submissions right at the start of the stream instead of any time. That might be what I have to do. We'll see. We gotta figure this shit out. Sorry, Mike. But all right. I'll catch all y'all Sunday. I made this beat at the start of the stream. That's how I'll play y'all out. Later. Oh, this has been had sample a lot, huh? Oh well, alright, I'll catch y'all next week. Yeah, this was like a 5-minute, 10-minute beat I made earlier.